More than 60 million Americans of all races voted for Donald Trump in 2016. And according to MSNBC, every single one of them is an evil person. Every single one of them is a totally racist.
You don't get to say, I'm for racial equality and all these good things. I disagree with him there, but I like his economic views. I'm going to vote for him. No, you own it. You own the blood that happens.
It used to be, well, we're against illegal immigration, but we're for legal immigration. That was the party's historical stance. Now it looks increasingly like, under Donald Trump, the Republican Party is hostile towards all immigrants.
If you are supporting a president that is caging brown babies, and you are okay with that, then I'm sorry, that is supporting racist policies. And that is not distinct from supporting a racist president.
And what is the solution for this rampant racism? MSNBC contributor Elie Mystal says he knows Trump voters have to be annihilated.
These Trump supporters are just as complicit in his cruelty as the man himself. You don't communicate it to them. You beat them. You beat them. They are not a majority of this country. The majority of white people in this country are not a majority of the country. And all the people who are not fooled by this need to come together, go to the polls, go to the protests, do whatever you have to do. You do not negotiate with these people. You destroy them.
You destroy them. Robbie Soave is an associate editor at Reason and the author of Panic Attack: Young Radicals in the Age of Trump, and he joins us. Robbie, is this a smart move for Democrats and liberals to go down this path?
I guess we'll find out, but I can't imagine that this is a sound and winning political strategy to tell the exact kind of person you need to bring back into the Democratic fold. Rural voters, moderate voters, people who didn't like Hillary Clinton and maybe wouldn't have supported Republicans normally, but Trump spoke to them, people in Rust Belt states, in the Midwest. I mean, Pennsylvania and Michigan could decide this election. There's no way telling those people they're irredeemably racist. And there's nothing they can do to solve that. Just by virtue of being white, you're already no good and you should be annihilated, which by the way, is a popular idea sort of in academia, coming out of the very progressive, woke wing of sociology, critical studies, et cetera. The check your privilege, microaggressions, all that, which is making its way into the broader culture. I mean, they had a few minutes in the last debate, right, where Gillibrand and others had to check all their privileges and explain how they would lecture and berate white women who voted for Trump and so on. All of this is so self-defeating, and it worries me that we'll never have a intelligent debate over issues, over policy, when it's just this name-calling and shaming that turns everyone off. It turns them off. We know that. Polls show that. Well, so it's a terrible idea.
If you think of some of these broken-down rural communities, the mills have gone, the factories have gone, there's no work, they're hollowed out by heroin and opioid addiction. In these states where 100,000 votes could turn things in 2020, do you think the people on MSNBC seriously think these broken down white communities live lives of white privilege?
Right, exactly. You know, I was at a protest once at the University of Michigan covering it, and a liberal protester once said, well, we're not trying to convince anyone because we're not going to win them anyway. Right. We're not going to get anyone. There's no way we could attract new people to our philosophy. So we have to scare them or we have to intimidate them. We don't want them to feel safe leaving their homes probably or going out to restaurants. That's the sentiment and the expression. There's no more debate being had where we've written off this part of America and we're not speaking to their issues. Yeah,
and likewise, that you can't convince an MSNBC guy that the president and his voters aren't racist. Thank you for that, Robbie.